Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz. Glad to be with you here on CBSSports.com. A fourth year of In the Paint. And, of course, that means Bill Raftery joining us each and every week. This year, a little different. We're going to break down individual teams on individual segments. It's all on demand here for you on CBSSports.com. Let's bring in Bill from West Palm Beach. This segment all about Pittsburgh. And, Bill, Jamie Dixon has gotten his team close before to #1. This year, they are #1 for the first time in school history. So what's different about the team this year than the last couple of years?
The bench, quite frankly. I mean, he's got some people who can provide a lift when they get in the game. And if I were to ask you, Jason, who would you like to talk about if you're Pittsburgh or talking about Pittsburgh? Who would you say? Who would be your favorite?
I think your go-to guy has to be Mr. Man in the Middle, DeJuan Blair, no?
See, that's the problem with you. You got to think of the bench. Jermaine Dixon, for example, Tyrell Biggs, a kid who's really stepped up. Gary McGee, another guy who's done a terrific job. Brad Wanamaker. But you're right. I mean, Blair and Sam Young are legitimate big-time performers. Blair plays so much bigger. And one thing in that Georgetown game, there was a little venom that took place. A lot of people were talking about Greg Monroe, an outstanding young player for Georgetown, 6'10" out of Louisiana. And he had not played well the game before. So he reached back, stepped up, and showed the rookie, in a sense, how tough he can be. But this is a solid team. They're a deep team. They're a confident team. They've got a nice rotation going. Defensively, people don't know how good they are, but the opponent does. They're very sound. They can force tempo if they have to. They'll run, or they'll play a great half-court game. So this is a very good basketball team. I think Jamie would like to be #1 at the end of the year. Right now, it's probably a big deal in the city of Pittsburgh, having watched and heard him this past couple of days. But I think he would rather go deeper in the NCAA, and they've got the capabilities this year.
I would agree with that about wanting to have it at the end, but enjoying it now. Real quickly, Bill, with the league that Pittsburgh is in, obviously that being the Big East, what can you realistically expect with the struggles that you have week in, week out in that conference?
Well, they're going to get nicked, and I mean, that's the one thing about this league. They're going to take turns at knocking one another off that lofty perch. So I think the important thing for Jamie is just to stay solid. There will be nights where maybe you don't make the free throw or you'll make a mistake late in the game, but they will be there. I mean, they're going to vie for the championship, and they, as I said earlier, they're going to be so good, I think, come Big East time or come NCAA time because of the Big East Conference.
You talked about the defense, 8th in the nation in field goal percentage defense. Bill Raftery, thank you very much, sir. We'll talk about the other teams here on CBSSports.com. Talk to you soon.
All right, Jace, thanks.
All right, folks, and for more on Georgetown or Wake Forest or Arizona or Illinois State this week, be sure to check out those segments right here on CBSSports.com. For Bill Raftery, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.